Hi Drito, it's the 19th of August 2012. So, you're uploading this to YouTube, but why is YouTube so awesome? Originally I was going to do a video on why the internet is so awesome, but of course you couldn't fit the entire internet into 4 minutes. So I stuck with YouTube, which in itself will be really difficult to fit into 4 minutes, so I'm going to whiz through these points as fast as possible. So sorry if they're not that detailed. Reason 1. Variety. There is so much on YouTube, literally any form of entertainment you can think of. Music to education to vlogs, the list is endless. You have music from well-known artists to artists that are just building their way up. And I spend a great deal of time of watching educational videos on YouTube. Though I don't think that they've taken over school, I think they give a broader range of subjects. For example, Crash Course World History. I only had a small idea about the Silk Road and the revolutions, but this gives me much more detailed insight into these things. It goes beyond normal school learning, and that's what I like about it. I specifically like education, but there's a YouTube video for every type of genre. I of course still like funny sketches, and even the random cat videos are a laugh from time to time. So I cannot explain this point enough, but I'm sure I don't need to give you any further explanation. Reason 2. Convenience. Unlike television, you can watch YouTube whenever you wish to. This is now what television is trying to incorporate, from recordable things to iPlayer to other online sources. However, there's still quite a bit behind. Reason 3. Cost. YouTube is free as long as you have a decent internet connection. Yes, you may need to watch a 15-second advert before the video starts, but compared to all the channels on television, excluding the BBC, which you pay TV license for, it's pretty much nothing. I would rant more about advertisements, but I don't think it's too relevant. Also, I'll put a link in the description on a rant about adverts from Hank's channel. That swiftly takes me on to reason 4, communities. YouTube forms communities much better than 20th century forms of entertainment. Before television, you had human interaction for entertainment, or at least you had to leave the sofa. That was lost during the 20th century, but it's not as if humans changed. We still love feeling as if we belong to a community. Take the Olympics for example. Nationalism is a form of community bonding. So back to my point, YouTube hosts several communities. Gaming to vlogging, for example, Nerdviteria. Hoo ha! Nerdfighters. It's an awesome community that the Vlog brothers, Hank and John Green, formed, and that I feel like I'm a part of. And though I haven't been to a Nerdfighter gathering yet, I plan to do in the near future. Take VidCon for example, all the YouTubers and their fans come together to meet. An amazing feat considering YouTube is only 7 years old. Reason 5, personality. YouTube is so popular because of the connection it has with its audience. Yes, of course most YouTubers haven't met all their fans, but that doesn't mean it doesn't feel like they have. That amateur look gives it a more genuine feel, and it is comparative to television. On a side note, I've been referencing television a lot in this video, but that's because it's the closest thing we have to YouTube. It's the old form of entertainment and video hosting that is now evolving into something like YouTube. But back to my point, an uploader can always comment on the comment given by a viewer, bridging the gap between creator and watcher. That intimate feel gives YouTube an edge over its other competitors. Reason 6, anyone can do it. Anyone can upload a video onto YouTube and share it with the world. For example, me. Anyone can also become big on YouTube without any prior skill. Most people just start YouTube for fun, and then the audience grows and grows, and eventually becomes a job. So these are the main reasons why YouTube is so popular. And to reiterate, this is a quick overview, and each reason could take up its own video slot. Furthermore, back to television. I don't think it's bad, I just think it needs to change. I love television shows, but it's been a while since I've actually watched a television show on television. It's because of reason 2, convenience. I need to spend time finding a TV guide and finding what time the show is on, which may be a completely inconvenient time for me to watch it. When from 2 clicks I can do the exact same thing, not move from my seat, and watch it immediately. Fewer adverts also help. I'm sure by the time you're watching this, Drito, YouTube would have evolved and possibly even become obsolete, meaning you're watching this on a different platform. It will probably become too commercialized and lose its personality. But if that happens, I'm sure the community will fight back and get it back to how it is now. That's the end of why YouTube is so awesome. See you tomorrow, Drito.